Greetings and salutations is another edition of Conversations with Cornelius. I'm one of your hosts, Cornelius. And I have with me the lovely Stacey Cole of Alchemy Business Consultant and Consulting. Let me say that. We're going to make sure on this episode, we talk more business. The first episode, y'all, we had fun. We talked family, friends, and running outside, the hopscotching and double dutching and all that stuff, living in Chicago, which is great. Shout out to the Chi-Town. But today we want to talk about mental health and some things in mental health.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're an advocate for mental health.
Absolutely.
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 You say absolutely.
With a big, with a big A.
Wonderful. Well, hey, y'all, we're about to play introduction. Hey, it's Conversations with Cornelius with Lady Stacey Cole, and I'm grateful to have her here with us today. Welcome to Conversations with Cornelius. I am your host, Cornelius. Today, you will be engaged, entertained, and educated. Stay tuned. You are about to be CC'd. It is Conversations with Cornelius. All right, folks, we are back. And I'm glad we are back. I'm glad we are here. I'm glad we have this opportunity to share with you in this particular space. Lady Stacey, talk to me about mental health and why you have become an advocate.
Yes. So I am an advocate of mental health because it is needed. Okay. So often we are taught to hold in and suppress.
Yeah.
Okay. Get over it. Oh, I really hate that term. Get over it.
That's what we were told.
That's what we were told.
Yeah.
To get over it.
Yeah. And it was reinforced.
And yeah. Don't cry.
I give you something to cry.
I'm gonna give you something to cry about. You better not.
Like my left lung, you beat it out of me. Like I can't cry. No. You're not crying.
Absolutely not. No. If there was a loss, get over it. People die all the time.
Yeah, but that's not the way to grieve.
That is not the way to grieve.
Unhealthy.
And it's unhealthy.
Yeah.
Because in order to heal,
you have to
go through it. You heal through the pain.
Say that again. I like that.
In order to heal, you don't get over it. You get through it. You have to go through it.
You have to heal through the pain.
You have to heal through the pain.
Did y'all hear that hashtag? I think I'm going to do that. Heal through the pain.
Heal through the pain.
Heal through the pain?
Yes, you have to. Because you can't sit it on the shelf because ultimately it pops up again. Later on, it always pops up. Yeah, you set it over there, pops up in other areas of your life. And so there's the stigma in our community that, hey, mental health now it's changing and it's changing drastically. And I'm happy for that.
Listen at you. You smile about it.
Yes, I'm smiling about it. Yeah, because so many things that have happened. What happens here stays here. You better not talk about what happens outside of this house.
Okay.
And so a lot of things happened inside the house that we don't talk about.
You better not.
You better not talk about what happened here, because what happened here stayed here. And
does it though?
But
it never. Wherever I go, it goes with me.
It goes with me.
That trauma.
I had trauma. And so whether it was Uncle John bouncing me on his knee and that was something more to him, or granddad Papa was doing these things, or grandma was doing those things or those beatings. But what happened is the residue of those things stay with you until adulthood. And so that's why it's important to encourage mental health in our communities and get access to those things, because all of that baggage you think it's sitting up on the shelf, but it's actually being carried into your current relationships. It's it's going into your career path. You're trying to figure out why you can't move forward. Well, you're holding on to all of this stuff that you haven't healed through.
So in your childhood, what is it? Adverse childhood experiences, the ACEs.
Yeah.
Have you taken an ACE test?
I have. Yes. Oh, It's been a long while, so I couldn't give you my score, but it was fairly high. Because I did.
I don't understand the numbers, actually.
Okay.
Because I've never taken one.
Okay. It's been a very long
high
while.
Means what? Low means what?
I can't get into, I would be lying to get into the details of it because I'm not an expert in it.
Okay.
I randomly took it because I was, I did at one point want to start a workshop for women called A Path to Heal.
Okay.
Okay. Because each person has their own path that they have to walk in order to get to what healing looks and feels like for them. And no healing is the same. And also,
there's not any healing that's the same.
No.
So how you heal versus how I heal is not the same.
No.
So there's no cookie cutter approach to healing.
No.
Okay.
No, I don't believe so.
Okay.
I think there's a framework, but your life experiences are different than my life experiences. Okay. So to try to heal your wounds,
I'm gonna take that note down.
To try to heal your wounds and heal my wounds in the same manner, that would be unfair. So that's why I believe that you have to find a counselor or a coach that is a good fit. That's a good fit for you that you can relate to. So, for example,
you believe in both counselors and coaches?
Oh, yes, okay. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And you have to be an advocate of your own health and healing.
What does that mean?
Okay.
Unpack that.
So, being your own advocate looks and feels like you knowing yourself well enough to ask the right questions. Just because so-and-so says, okay, let's use going to the doctor. So if you're not an advocate of your own health, you won't ask questions. Well, why do I have to take this diabetic medicine? And is there another alternative? And doctor, you know what? I'm going to go and get a second and third opinion on this. That's you being an advocate of your own personal health.
Okay.
Because now you're asking questions, not just being led. Just because the doctor or the counselor says this one thing, you're not saying, oh yeah, I believe everything you say. You have to be your own advocate. And what it looks like on mental health is, hey, doing some of your own research. Do you have to actually take a pill, or can you focus in on meditation, or can you do some body work?
Or both.
Yeah. Or both. Or both. Yeah.
When you say body work, are you referring to like exercise? I mean, what are you referring to exactly?
So trauma carries in our body.
It's a memory.
Yeah, it's a memory. It's a muscle cellular memory. Okay.
They have something called, listen, don't mean to cut you off.
No.
Oh my God, I can't think of the lady's name. Doctor, and I will give you your shot at. I promise you. I will have to look it up. She talks about transgenerational trauma.
I've heard that before.
Yes.
Yeah.
Transgenerational. Meaning that once it's a memory, it's at the cellular level now. To understand who you are as a woman, we need to go get great grandmother.
Yes.
And we know she was probably owned by some people. Great grandmother.
Yeah.
Might not have been. Grandmother was not. Mother, then you. So we need to go back at least 5 generations.
Yes, I've heard this before.
Yes, to understand who you are.
Yeah.
God, what is your name?
Yeah.
I apologize. I'm going to find it. Scientists, I'm gonna throw it back to you. Scientists did a study on a worm. They shocked a worm.
Shocked him.
Okay. When he got close to the light or something. 11 generations later, the 11th generation carried that shock in its system. Yeah. And was never shocked. Yeah. Yeah. A worm. Yeah. Yeah. A worm. Yeah. A worm for 11 generations. Now, if a worm can carry something for 11 generations, that does not have a soul. Yes. Yeah. I wanted to throw that out. No. I heard of that from there's an artist. Okay. And your scientist is. I'd love to read about her as well. But there's an artist, a woman who wrote "Women Who Run with the Wolves." Okay. And her name is Clarissa Pinkola Estes. Okay. And the first time I heard that
that conversation was listening to one of her audiobooks where she said, in order to heal, you have to heal 10 generations back.
Whoa.
That is amazing. So imagine a person telling you today something that happened 40 years ago. Get over it.
Yeah.
You're not going to get over it. And I think about it like this.
I found it.
You found it. Okay.
Dr. Anita Phillips. I do apologize, Dr.
Okay,
Phillips.
yes.
Dr. Anita Phillips, she was on a podcast and she talked about that.
Yeah.
But how many generations did you say go back?
10.
Well, I said 10 or 11.
You said 10 or 11.
Yeah, the worm was 11.
Yeah. Yeah. And so just imagine if you're in your 40s and you're you have not healed from the abuse of, let's say, that happened in your 10, that when you were 10 or 11. So that's only 30 years ago and if you didn't start getting healing immediately after it was done, you're dealing with 30 years of baggage that you've been carrying. And you thinking you're going to go into one counseling session, one coaching session, and you're going to be healed. Oh, I'm healed. No. You got to unpack. And a person like me, I'm a believer in counseling and finding the right counselor, because you can sit on somebody's couch for a long time and not go heal. And for a person, I have been in my own advocate of mental health for years before it became popular. Okay. So I've done a lot of studying. Okay. I have books, audibles, because I needed to understand how my trauma had impacted me.
Slow down. I like that. Slow down.
Yeah.
How my trauma impacts / and I'm gonna add influence my decision.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
And being a mother now.
Yes.
We don't ever really have these talks with our adult children.
No.
We try to shelter them from the things that can really strengthen them. And that's just human nature.
Yeah.
I get that. But how did my trauma impact my life?
Yeah. And probably continuously impacting your life.
Even to today?
Yeah. Yeah. Because you're still healing.
I'm still healing. Might not ever get totally healed.
No.
But I'm still healing.
Yes. You learn the tools so that way you can function at a higher level. That it doesn't impact you every day. So let's use, for example, I'm a teeter on addiction, but I use addiction for myself. I'm a workaholic. Okay.
It's an addiction.
And that is an addiction. But I'm going to talk about sugar. Okay. I'm going to say sugar, right? And you have been consistently eating sugar and sugar and sugar for all of the years of your life. And so now you have to retrain your brain on how not, that sugar is causing you diabetes, it's causing you cancer, it's causing you all of those things, Alzheimer's. Sugar. It's sugar, in the brain. You addicted to it. And so it takes time to wean yourself off. So let me ask you, can you go cold turkey on sugar tomorrow? I don't want to have any more sweets. Absolutely not.
I would have a lot of withdrawals.
Yes, and I'm gonna have some cookies and some cakes.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have
a
some
lot of
excess.
withdrawals. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult.
I'm gonna have withdrawals. I'm gonna get a Snicker.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get a Reese's.
Yes, that next day you might go a couple hours, but man, when it hit, it's gonna double down. So it takes time. How did that sugar impact you? Well, I got a real high and then I got a real low. And so now I'm feeling guilty because I didn't want to eat all that sugar. But if you slowly but surely each day, I'm not gonna eat this cookie, I'm gonna eat this carrot. Okay. Okay, maybe not a carrot, but something else that's better.
I'm gonna put a gram of sugar on the carrot.
Well, I'm gonna eat the grapes. One of those.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's interesting that you brought that up.
Yeah.
Because one of the things that we have not done well as it relates to emotional intelligence in the community and mental health. I'm becoming more aware of my emotional intelligence as a leader now, and how I am. What 10 to 15 things have truly inspired and impacted my leadership style, and zeroing in on those things so that I can become more aware and be more action oriented and hold myself accountable to mental wellness. That's what we call it now.
Yeah.
You know, and speaking of that, when we have employees within the life of the church or small business, nonprofit, I mean, how do we totally optimize? That's the buzzword. I'm learning it.
Well, you know what's interesting? I like mental health. There's a new company that we've just recently partnered with called Ally Health. Okay. And Ally Health is a company that offers virtual care.
Okay.
And the virtual care is 24/7, 365 a year.
Okay.
And with Ally Health, now you can buy it independently or you can buy it for your employees, but it provides your employees with 10 hours of mental health.
No.
Yes, 10 hours. And that comes in their plan.
Okay.
And they can, and if they want to continue it, and it's on demand. Okay. And that's a lot more than we're getting, period. So 10 hours, you might think, oh, well, hey, that's almost, if you go once a month, that is 10 times notes. I can go to a counselor. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Allied Health.
Ally Health.
So shout out to Allied Health.
Yes, it's Ally Health. And I can help you with that.
How do we find you then?
Yes. Let's see. I want to give a phone number. It's okay.
Yes.
Okay.
This is your show.
Oh, well, hello. I keep kicking this thing. It's 615-809-1615. And that's 615-809-1615.
You're fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. And who are we when we call this number?
You're going to ask for Stacey.
Okay.
Or leave a message. I'm going to call you right back and I'll help you with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're one of those individuals that do you are a real live person.
I am a human.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not AI.
No. You're going to get me.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. And we will get your services and Allied Health, and you can get us to a better place with our mental wellness.
Yeah. And you could offer it to your employees, or you can get it for yourself independently. Yeah.
Okay. What about dental insurance and all kinds of
I can help you with dental insurance. Yeah. Dental, vision, cancer.
I'm taking notes.
I have some health plans, some hospital indemnity, though I don't want to get too deep in the weeds because we don't want to get too deep in the weeds, but call me and I'll walk you through the things that I can provide you. Yeah.
Okay. We don't want to get too deep in the weeds.
We don't want to get, because then we get sticker bugs on that.
I think y'all, excuse me, I'm from the South. She's from the South Side. Can we say that?
That's right.
I'm from the South. She's from the South Side. I think sticker bugs are ladybugs. I think. They're not ladybugs.
No, they're not.
What's a stick? Can you pull up a picture of a sticker bug?
You got those birds, little spiky birds that get on your clothes that you gotta pull off. That's what I call a sticker bug.
That's Southside Chicago. That's not Southern.
What y'all call those birds that get on your socks that you can't get them off?
Oh my God. I hadn't seen them in years.
I haven't seen them in years.
What
either.
do we call? I don't know what we call them.
But you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what but sticker bugs was not the word. We ain't stuck no bug, bird.
It felt like it. Now, look, a couple of months ago, I had these long sweaters. And I was outside and I went in the house and my sweater had connected to one another. And I said, what is this? And turns out it was I guess the technical term that folks would be out in the fields and everything. They're burrs and they get on your clothes, but they are tiny and they stick and you can't get them off.
Okay.
You can't get them off and you have to pick them off one by one. Just one by one.
Okay. But they're not, and we call them sticker bugs.
Well, I call
Just sticker bugs. Y'all.
I remember as a
make
kid
up-
we called them sticker bugs.
We just gonna make up a word on the podcast. Just sticker bugs.
The sticker bugs. I don't know,
Okay.
y'all. If what did y'all call them? Those little things to get on your socks.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
We're gonna put the hashtag sticker bugs.
Sticker bugs.
Shout Chicago in the hashtag. And we're gonna have some fun.
Yeah,
with
we go. All right.
Dude, it's good. See, I told her she was gonna like this. I did. Didn't I tell you that?
Well, you did.
I told her she was gonna like this.
Yeah, this is fun.
It's fun. And we're gonna segue back into mental health. And I know on the other show, the other podcast that we did the other day, and I need y'all to go to the Yolanda and Cornelius show with Lady Stacey Cole. I think it's the last episode that I uploaded. Listen to it. She was phenomenal. She was awesome. And also the Christian Business Connection on YouTube with Ronald Jasmine. She was on there and she opened up the show with a few people.
A list
of individuals. So if you
I should probably get that list to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do that. Yeah. Yeah. So mental health, we're in a different place mentally as a people, as a culture. Let me ask you this. This is off subject.
Okay.
Because you lived in New York, you had a state address like the 45th president. Yeah, y'all, she about choked over here.
Okay, go ahead. Keep going. Let's keep going. Keep going.
What did you see the shoes he brought out?
Lord Jesus,
talk to
Father
me about
in
the
heaven.
shoes. Yeah, it's what?
Trump surrounds himself.
45.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
45. We have to say 45. Okay. 45 surrounds himself with smart people. That's a great thing. Yes. It's a great thing.
Oh my God. That's so good.
It's so good. Are they always the right decisions? No.
Okay.
But where he is an excellent marketer and he knows those people that surround him knows, hey, you know what, even if we pull a little bit of this demographic, I'm going to pull it. And this is how we're going to do it. So the shoes are, to me, are no different than, I believe he had some bobbleheads that come out and some coins that he had come out. He is a marketer and I am going to capitalize on this moment. And this is how I'm going to do it.
Wow.
Okay.
So if you get the shoes?
Are you? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Are you gonna get some?
My papa, which is my grandmother's brother. Shout out to him. Born in 1919. He had a great way of saying that I couldn't be a Republican. That's all I'm gonna say. I said born in 1919. His mother, which was my great grandma, who I live with, was born in 1890. Wow. My connection to humanity goes back that far. Wow. I'm looking at her for 7 years. So I'm just wondering, do you think that I'm gonna get some Trump shoes?
No. You better not.
Right.
Ancestors coming to slap you on the back of the head. They did slap you. You trying to figure out why I get that nut? Yeah. They didn't slap you.
Yeah. So and we'll talk about that on another show. And I'm glad you're here. And we're gonna get back. It's about fun.
Yeah.
I want you to be comfortable.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
That's a great topic.
Yeah.
Though.
But I want you to help the listening audience. Help them on the healing journey.
Yeah.
What are you doing to heal personally? You don't have to get into testimonies today because I want there to be another show later on.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about what we are going to do for the Music City Marathon.
Yes.
And what we're going to bring awareness to. So what do you do for your inner healing?
That often changes. So I love yoga.
Do you?
I do. Stretching the body.
Namaste.
I love.
Namaste at home.
I can stay at home with my yoga mat.
Okay. You coming to give me namaste at home?
So not that namaste.
You're right.
At home.
Cuz come and get me namaste at home. I'm gonna stay at home. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
you
enjoy
like yoga?
and then I love it's something I watch on YouTube. It's Tibetan bells.
I'm not familiar.
It's typically with either a gong or a bell, and
Okay.
it's just it helps me to quiet my mind and center it when it's busy. You know, because I'm an over analyzer. I think a
You
lot.
overthink?
Yes, yes.
Is that part of your workaholicism?
That part and my healing as well. It's a part of the
Both.
trauma. So the
Wow.
trauma,
Okay.
I am always thinking about all of the different ways and solutions to make sure that I'm continuously safe.
I'm listening to you. I'm just
Yes.
taking notes.
In addition to that, I love to write.
You do?
I do. Yeah,
You
I
really
do.
like writing?
I do. I do. I haven't been doing it as often as I would like to, but journaling is important to me. Writing, those things are important.
What when you write? What is it about writing that's therapeutic?
It releases everything in your brain. So if you get a sheet of paper and just write, don't think about it. Don't try to analyze it. Don't try to do any. Just start writing.
Just write.
You are really pouring out your thoughts onto that page. And so it moves it from your brain to paper. It's almost like having a discussion with somebody, but instead you're putting it on paper. And then you can find yourself, putting some gratitude, maybe some goals and visions, things like that. But mostly it's to relieve what you're feeling and putting it out on paper. And who knows, you end up finding that you're a poet or a storyteller or a writer.
Well, everybody has a story to tell.
Mm-hmm.
And here's what I've known or becoming more aware of. People will pay for your story.
Yeah.
It's called motivational speaking.
Yes. Yeah.
People will pay
lots
of money for your story.
Yeah.
If you get into the niche or the niche, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Niche, you get into that group of individuals who look for that healing, they will pay for it.
Yeah.
TED Talks, people want to, and people focus on storytelling.
Yeah.
And, because I'm a pastor, the Bible is a book of what? People's traumas.
Yeah.
Literally. Everybody in there had something traumatic.
Yeah.
And the main character, very traumatic.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful that the yoga thing, I will share this, and we'll bring this one to a conclusion because we're at 27 minutes. I keep telling her, y'all, this is so fun. It's like, we ain't even talking about what I want to talk about.
We're not even finished the list.
Right. But that's good. That means you got more to share. Yeah. In October, we had a teen boot camp, mental health boot camp. And next month, we're going to have a teen mental health boot camp.
Oh, wonderful.
And we have a licensed therapist to come in and do some work with our teens.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And their mindfulness. And, I do my mental health Capri Cares daily.
Yeah.
And it was birthed out of trauma.
Yeah.
It was birthed out of trauma. So that's all I'm going to say about that. But it helps me heal.
Yeah.
It helps others heal and helps connect others who are looking for healing.
I love that.
Do you?
Oh, I do. Because I feel like the children, they have so much bottled up because a lot of them are isolated because they're watching TV. They're consumed by other things. They don't have a whole lot of people to talk to. So like when we grew up, we may have had our best friend down the street and we can chitty chatty and we had a group of friends. A lot of the children, we went outside
and got it out.
So whether we
relational,
they don't have that.
We fed off each other's energy.
When I pull up and I don't see kids playing outside,
it's scary.
It's scary. It used to scare me a lot. Like, where the kids at?
In the house. They in the house. Go in there and knock on the door.
They in the house.
Yeah. Not being relational. Not connecting the human energy.
And that's important.
Not red light, green light.
Yeah, red light, green light. We're gonna hit it.
Yeah, that's my car.
Can we go red light, green light? Yeah.
I'm just
the
saying.
hopscotch,
Yeah, but it was a social skill.
It was a social
skill. We
skill.
learned patience, we learned waiting, we learned teamwork, we learned creativity, we learned problem solving.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I've never been good at, and I've never done it. And don't laugh. I've never fixed or aligned a Rubik's Cube.
Me either. Don't worry about it. The next, I got one at my house. I'm gonna bring it. I'm like, how to?
I never learned it.
No.
And here I am.
We used to get the cheap ones, and we could take the sticker off. And then
But I never could.
No, me either.
I never did a Rubik's Cube.
Yeah.
And then you remember the little Simon thing?
Simon Says.
And hit the green, and the things that they gave us made us think more.
Yes. Yeah.
And the tactile function of it, as opposed to just pushing a button, going live, and not really being creative.
Yeah. A lot of people are lonely.
Okay.
The kids, elders, they're lonely. They're alone. They're isolated. And when you're isolated and not having those social skills and going out and being with other people, you do fall into some depression because you're thinking, you're assuming things, you're thinking, you're isolated, you don't know how to handle conflict resolution, you don't know how to do those things, and it's important. Elders, they're isolated because they're in homes, they're not in our homes anymore.
But you know what I've learned, and I used to go to high rises a lot before COVID.
Yeah.
It's so much activity in there. Oh my God. Like living in a high rise can be messy. Them old people are messy.
They are.
Which is good though.
They are.
It's a good mess.
Yeah, they start some stuff, but they're social. My mother, when she was living here, the gossip was deep. They'd hang outside and starting stuff.
Right.
Yeah. But there are some that are in their homes or in other places. That's not good. Yeah.
We were made for human touch and contact.
Absolutely.
So you do yoga.
Yes.
You what other things?
Yeah, writing.
You write.
Yeah.
Do you have a journal?
Oh yeah.
That's published.
Well, I wouldn't publish my journal because my journal is private. But I do have a multitude of short stories and poems that I've written throughout the years.
When are we going to get them on?
They are ready
to be published.
They are ready to be published. Yeah, they are.
When we gonna get them? I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
Yeah.
I'm waiting. Can we get a date?
I don't have the date. Okay, put the pressure on. Coming soon.
Okay, coming soon. Y'all heard it here first.
Yeah, it's coming soon.
Coming soon. Well, listen.
Yeah.
Listen, y'all, our 30 minutes is already up.
I'm telling you.
I told her how much fun this was going to be.
This is much more fun with another person.
But I want you to do it often.
Yeah.
And tell them where they can get your services. Where can they get your services?
You could call me 615-809-1615. And that's Stacey Cole. And you can just call me.
Just call you, Stacey Cole. And what are we calling for exactly?
Yes. So today we talked about Ally Health. So we're going to talk about Ally Health and how to gain access to that.
To get insurance.
To mental health. The mental health resources, whether it's for your business or your self personally, and it's virtual care. So be nice to have. Yeah.
Well, hey y'all, we are out of time, but not out of talk.
Never.
I love it. I love it. Welcome to the month of March.
I'm telling you.
Let's see. The month of
March.
The month of March. We're grateful for the month of March. What are your plans strategically for the month of March? What have you planned? Do you have any plans?
I do have some plans. I do need to go to New York for the month of couple of weeks in New York, but I don't have the dates yet, so we'll see.
Okay. Well, listen, if you need your Alchemy Business Consulting.
AlchemyBusinessConsulting.org. You can call me 615-809-1615. I'd love to have a conversation with you, whether it's about Ally Health or just to see what's going on with you. I'd love to have that conversation.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, hey, y'all. See you next week on Conversations with Cornelius. I'm one of your hosts, Cornelius. The lovely lady, Stacey Cole. Alchemy Business Consulting is another host. And look for her soon on your YouTube channel as what?
Yes, the Operations Architect.
The Operations Architect. Hey, y'all. Peace and blessings. We'll see y'all on another episode.
Thank you for tuning in to Conversations with Cornelius. Please follow me on my social media platforms: Facebook, Cornelius A. Hill; Instagram, Arne Hill; Twitter, Hill Cornelius; and YouTube, Cornelius Hill. Now do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe. It's Conversations